Well, thank you guys for joining us back at Salem's Ministries of the Occult. I am Haley. This is Sarah, and we are your hosts.
You can see me?
Show of hands who can see her. They raise their hands.
You all see dead people. No, I'm just kidding.
I mean, they're here for witchy shit, so would make sense. All right. Well, exciting news. We've done the math, and we have like 3 more videos, including this one on witch types. So bear with us a little bit longer, and then we will move on to something more exciting because it will be newer.
Facts.
What that something more exciting is, we don't know yet.
We're still figuring it out ourselves.
Yeah, but if there's an interesting, like, witchy paranormal topic you guys want info on, comment it. We'll take a look. If we can, we will.
Yeah. If we can't, we won't.
So yeah, we'll let you know. One way or the other. Oh, okay. So yeah, today we have some darker topics for you guys. Nothing like left-hand path dark, but aesthetically dark.
And oranges.
Yeah, you gotta have a little sunshine with the darkness. Okay, so who wants to start us off first? I don't think I have any news I want to go over this time.
No news?
News. No.
No breaking news?
No. I mean, we've gone over the same things at the beginning of our episodes like 3 times now.
Have we?
Yeah, I think.
Well,
I mean, of course, we're going to brainstorm, like, field trip ideas and do a field trip video with you guys soon. We've got the whole trying to figure out fun videos to do after this series to give everyone a break. Well, I think that's pretty much it. Oh, and our trip to NOLA coming up in, like, a month.
My outfits came in.
Nice.
After the video, if you want to see them, I would be so glad to show you. Because they're so cute. Since mine are Shadow and Death, what are yours?
Mine is Gothic and Chaos.
You go, I go, you go, I go?
Sure.
I feel like that is a good mix.
Okay.
I feel like that's what we usually do at this point, actually.
It is. That's what we always do. That's why I'm always like, what do you want to do? So we're going to get started with Gothic witches.
Oh, yes.
Now, when I first started looking this up, I was like, I don't really know what that's going to entail. But then I started reading about it, and I was like, honestly, I should have seen this coming. Because it is what it says. But yeah, it blends modern witchcraft with dark aesthetics. They focus a lot on like paranormal and using what they consider their dark sides for good. It's so melodramatic.
It literally gives me like 2005.
I immediately thought of you while reading it.
Thanks.
I was like, you'd be a Gothic witch. I know you would.
Oh my god, yes.
They focus on shadow work, nocturnal energy, and romanticized macabre themes. This is typically a solitary practice. I think like with every other practice, I mean, you can make it a group event if you want. I don't know why I put it that way.
Not really. Goth is supposed to be kind of like solitude and no one understands.
Yeah, but the site said typically. It did not say it is always solitary. I do think that typically though, it's...
And yes, guys, I can make fun of emo kids and everything like that because I am.
Our generation invented emo kids. Okay?
Exactly. We crawled so e-boys and e-girls could run. All right? And we did not claim that.
So furries could run.
No, they still can't run.
I know.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. They draw connections to Gothic literature, horror, and Victorian-inspired mourning aesthetics. Yeah. Where they really draw inspiration is from Edgar Allan Poe and Mary Shelley.
Shelley?
Yeah. We don't know. It could have been Shelley.
Mary Shelley, as in Mary Shelley's Frankenstein?
Yes. Yeah. I felt like saying it Shelley. It's French.
Parlez-vous français?
Yeah, there you go. Mary Shelley.
I'm trying to think of how to say something in French, but all I could think was, do you speak French?
Yeah, so a lot of inspiration from Edgar Allan Poe and Mary Shelley. Sharon! The late Ozzy Osbourne.
Oh my gosh, it fits so well.
It does. I mean, honestly, you can tell why. Anyway, they also focus on nocturnal nature. So what this is, literally, like any other type of witchcraft we've gone over, they are connected to nature in some way. Gothic nature is connected to the night because they're melodramatic, okay? They like bats and owls, and they love moon-loving flowers. And I've got a list of those for you here. One is literally moonflower.
Yep.
There's evening primrose.
Yep.
Night blooming jasmine. I liked this one. This one was Queen of the Night.
Oh, I love Queen of the Night.
I don't think the flower was very impressive, but I loved the name.
Yeah.
There's the chocolate flower, angel's trumpet.
Oh, yeah, those are highly poisonous.
Nocturnal water lily. And I liked this one because it kind of sounds like tuberculosis. Night blooming tubular bells. Yeah.
All I could think of whenever you said that was...
Some other things. There's raccoons, possums, coyotes, nighthawks, deers, bobcats, foxes, skunks, bullfrogs or frogs, moths. These are all things that come out in the night.
How many of those things do I have tattooed on me?
A lot. Or have you caught? A lot. Rituals are performed, you guessed it, at night.
Taking out the trash.
They are
At
very
night.
moon cycle centered. A lot of their rituals take place on full moons.
At night.
At night. Yes. They also, the site that I found, their sense of humor was a lot like mine, which I found so funny. Because they started talking about hexes.
Of course.
And because they were like, what do you do for hexes? And she was like, I use hair and blood for hexes. And she even went into like how she collects it, which was really funny because one of them, she was like, use tampons. And I was like, I'm sorry, how are you obtaining someone's used tampon?
Or is it her own?
I don't know, I didn't read that far. Because it was like a blog, and the thing was set up like question and answer.
Maybe she's just like walking up to people and like punching them in the face, causing their nose to bleed.
She did say nosebleeds.
And then like,
yeah,
shoving a tampon up there and taking it.
She did say nosebleeds was one way that she collected it. I mean, I'm sure like Band-Aids, She get in your blood, and she get in your hair, and she hexing your ass.
At this point, I'm just gonna start burning all of that. Like, Jesus.
Yeah. Because it was so funny because one of the next one was basically like people being like, how are you getting these things? And she was like, not everything is for everyone, and that's fine. You don't have to be into my practice, but she was pretty much like, don't make fun of me for my practice because I'll come after you. And then she was like, JK. I was like, it's so my sense of humor.
I love it.
Yeah, I feel like me and her would definitely get along.
Mm-hmm.
So a good like media representation of this type of witch would probably be Morticia Addams.
I love her.
Yes. She's got that, Gothic drama going on. She's a witch.
Honestly,
she teaches you to embrace your dark side.
Another really good one would be Vampire Kisses.
Who's that?
The series Vampire Kisses. You never read that? I was obsessed with this series whenever I was in middle school. It's really cringe. Now that I think back about it.
By the name.
Thanks.
By the name. Yes. Yeah, I think there's the other one that was like also kind of Morticia Addams, but in like the Munsters, I think. Shit, I know, what was her name?
I don't remember.
I don't either. She had a really sick ass car though. I know that. I didn't really watch that one. I've just seen images of her. But yeah, those two witches, they would be Gothic witches. Yeah, they got that look down. They use a lot of death energy or ancestral spirits. They also use tarot and oracles. Cauldrons, cats, skeletons, gargoyles, all of these things they use these things in like symbolism or their practice in general. And I got this from Medium, a little bit of just Google. It just pulled up some stuff. But yeah, medium.com, it was set up more like a Q&A blog. So she had just like answered people's like...
I almost said something and I was like, why?
But yeah, we love it. We love a melodramatic queen.
Yes.
I feel like we all have a little bit of melodramatic queen in us. We most likely, at some point, if you're here and you're a witch, doesn't matter if you're a Gothic witch now, you probably would have aligned very heavily in like high school. Because we're all melodramatic in high school.
It's our phase, Mom. It's who I really am.
So that's what I had on Gothic witches. I know I threw a lot of jokes in there, so I hope that if anyone who is actually a Gothic witch is watching this, please don't take offense to anything I said or how I said it. I didn't mean it from a place of like insincerity. It was kind of more just me trying to
make light of the situation.
No, not make light. Connect. Like I think for me, I was trying to draw more connections, and honestly, I do that with like humor.
Yeah,
I'm that way with trauma too. Okay,
same.
I make jokes out of my trauma. It's a problem for my therapist.
And let's be honest, we're both melodramatic.
Yeah,
we take some from the Goth witches.
Yeah, honestly, we identify as chaos witches. I see a little bit of us in everything we've talked to you guys about.
I identify as eclectic.
I thought you did. I identify as chaos. So, yeah, I love it. I love the homage to Gothic literature and all the dark stuff. I was obsessed with Edgar Allan Poe. Obsessed. Like, to the point I would go and look up his poems and I would write them. Obsessively, I would write them in journals.
For a long time, I hated Edgar Allan Poe. You know why?
Why?
Because all the emo kids liked it, and I was like, I want to be different. So I like Robert Frost.
Look, I didn't care about being different. I cared about things that spoke to me, and Edgar Allan Poe spoke to me a lot.
Robert Frost really spoke to me.
I think I only read one from him, and it was the one that they make you read in school. I think, what was it, Two Paths? Yeah, that one. I really liked Emily Dickinson, too.
Yeah.
Her stuff is surprisingly, not all of it, but some of it's surprisingly dark.
It's nice.
Yeah, because it's about death. It's like, yo, that's my
We
old
love
friend.
a dark girly.
Right? Also the fact that she's probably a lesbian.
Yes!
Live your truth, girly. I mean, she didn't get to, so you have to. Or Emily Dickinson. Also, I really found it so funny that her last name was Dickinson. Because if she was a lesbian, that was just ironic.
Beautimous.
Alright, so that was all for me. Moving on to you.
So first things first, we're going over shadow. So if you have a new black cat that you don't know what to name it, this is your sign to name it Onyx.
Binks.
Obsidian.
Obsidian, that's a good one.
Gosh, that would be so cute. There's a guy we know with a cat named Toothless.
Yes.
It focuses on facing, understanding, and working with the shadow self. A little bit of self-exploration. And, involves, confronting your fears, trauma, anger, or even your desires.
Got a lot of those.
A lot of desires?
Fears. Desires. All of it. It's all there.
Their main goal is to transform personal challenges into growth and empowerment. I love it. I love it so much. Common practices. Shadow work, meaning working with themselves, trying to get better mentally, physically. Shabang, shaboom, shaboonga.
Okay.
Rituals for inner power.
Okay.
Gotta pump it on. Working with shadow archetypes, like shadow deities, and just different stuff like that. Like Nyx, almost.
Okay. Probably Morgan.
Yes.
Yeah.
Some
See it?
Daka.
We love Nyx. And honestly, we love Morgan. I know people who actually do work with her like she's kind of terrifying. We love it.
Facts.
We love a bad bitch, okay?
A lot of their focus is in binding or protection spells. If you go into this, you will face parts of yourself you have ignored or neglected, but that is the most important part. And you can't just go halfway in it. You have to... It's pretty much like go all in or don't at all.
Yeah.
Because it can really mess you up worse if you just go half.
Yeah. Because, the whole point in shadow work is that you are looking at those parts of yourself that you neglected for so long, or that you were told were less than, or, they were unsupported, and you're trying to make yourself whole with those. You're trying to accept those parts of yourself. You're not able to do that, which is fine. Not everyone can. I've looked at shadow work, and honestly, it's terrifying. I've seen so many people who are you'll sit there and you'll do prompts and you'll think about things and you just start uncontrollably sobbing. And it's I don't think I'm ready for that.
I'm always ready for a good cry.
Sometimes I am and sometimes I'm not.
But I just cry all the time anyways.
Yeah, that's fair.
Because I'm literally such a crybaby. No one ever believes me whenever I say that, but I literally am such a crybaby. Someone just yells at me and I'm yeah.
Yeah.
In shadow work, you have to face a lot of that.
Yeah. I would probably recommend also being in therapy at the same time. Do some, just self-discovery and then take it to your therapist and say, I need help with this.
Do your self-discovery.
Not the way she's saying. Don't do that.
Discover yourself.
Your therapist doesn't need to know that. Don't traumatize your therapist, okay? They chose psychology. They're terrified enough, okay?
Hey, you know what? Sometimes that is something that they do need help with in therapy.
Well, if that's why you're there, then yes, you need to tell your therapist.
Because they could be some other individuals that can't,
Look, I totally get why it could end up being necessary. I in my head, I have scenarios where, you need help with that. And in those scenarios, your therapist knows that's why you're there. But don't just randomly walk in and be guess what I did
It's
last
a
night?
random Tuesday.
Guess what I did last night?
You're just so guess what I tried to do last night?
Guess what I bought last night?
Guess what I failed to do last night?
Right, they don't need to know that. Don't tell them that. Unless they ask. Then your first question should be, why do you want to know?
The therapist just is how's your self-discovery going?
Is it still self-discovery? Or have we invited other players to that ball field? None. Okay. Okay.
Beautimous.
Do you have anything else for shadow work?
Nope.
Alright. Next up is chaos.
That was chaotic.
That was chaotic. You're welcome. Alright, so this is what I self-identify as. We've finally gotten here, you guys. Alright.
So sorry.
I can't with you. I can't with you.
I felt the stim.
You're always feeling the stim. Okay, chaos witches.
Chaos witches.
Chaos witches. Space witches focus on harnessing personal power and intuition to shape magical practices. They are free from traditional structures and dogma. They are adaptable, creative, and focus on results over formalities. They focus very heavily on experimentation, blending elements from various spiritual paths, magical systems, and personal beliefs. They create their own personal practice. So kind of what this all means, bold down, is they literally work within whatever spiritual path they feel like working in. Any belief system, any path, doesn't matter to them. If they feel like they need it for something, they're gonna, I want this one, and they're gonna have fun, you know? So that's all about. I'll get there. Are you saying you want it?
Eat the cutie.
Well, I'm talking right now.
You weren't talking earlier and you still haven't eaten it.
I didn't want to have to peel it on camera. My nails. I'm just a girl.
It's fine. It's not like I slaved away.
You didn't slave away. You didn't grow the orange.
I walked to the store and I got it.
I walked with you.
Yeah, but then
I was right next to you.
I took it to my kitchen and then I opened the bag, which was very difficult to open. I did not want to open it.
You were already getting yourself an orange.
Put it in the refrigerator after grabbing us each one.
You were going to grab an orange whether you grabbed me one or not anyway. Because you were grabbing yourself one. I'm getting there. Jesus. Their core beliefs are to trust their instincts and inner wisdom to guide their craft. There are no fixed rules, and they're very flexible to suit their own needs. I wrote like really short points here because I was like, you called me, and then I was like, I need to take a shower. So to them, intent is everything. They know that with like being as fluid and flexible as they are with their craft, they have to make sure that they nail down their intentions, and it has to stay on point the whole time. So very big on intent. Now it put it in quotations. They believe in systems while using them, and then they set it aside. And I love that statement because it summarizes the whole thing of they pick and choose. They don't necessarily believe in any one thing, but they're going to say, okay, I need a cord cutting ritual right now. I'm going to pick that up. I'm going to use it. And then I'm going to put it aside. Everyday life may not necessarily be like, I think that works. But in that moment, that works. That is what I needed. It works. It's how they believe in everything. It's how they go about all their rituals. They pick up what they need. They use it. They put it back.
I like it.
Me too. Some tools that they use would be sigils, eclectic altars. So this would just be a hodgepodge of whatever, which honestly matches my altars so fucking well. Yeah. It's just whatever. Like, I cleaned...
Literally, our whole deal we got going right here.
I cleaned my altars the other night, and I literally, like, I'm so fluid in it, because I had my top one was, like, an altar to Hecate, which I don't really do much with. Like, she just has stuff up there. But, yeah. And the one under that was for Loki. And then yesterday I was cleaning up, and I was like, honestly, I have so much shit that's just random shit. I'm going to put that on the top shelf, and I'm going to put Loki and Hecate together. I don't know if they like that, but that's what happened. Because I was like, I feel like this is what we're going to do now. And I just put things, like for Loki, I just put what I think he would like if it calls to me. Like, I bought I think it was like a serpentine crystal. I literally got it because it had serpent in the name. And I was like, Loki.
That's fair.
Yeah, like, I don't think Loki speaks to me, but I get signs, you know? Like, I went to Hobby Lobby and I saw cinnamon candy. And it was the time I picked yarn. And I was debating between two different red colors, and the red color that I was leaning towards, a spider was on it. And for whatever reason, spiders are how Loki chooses to communicate with me. I think it's because I don't like spiders.
He knows that will get your attention.
He does. So I knew I had to pick that bundle of yarn. It was the last one they had of that color. So I had to, like, get the spider off. And then I got up to the register, and they had cinnamon candies. And a flavor that Loki really likes is cinnamon. He likes spicy, sweet things. And literally, it was like the first thing I saw. So I was like, okay, I get it. You helped me, I help you. So he has cinnamon candies on his altar in a little crystal dish.
I like it.
Yeah.
I literally have all these that just like...
Yeah. It's just whatever tickles your fancy. If you want to put it up there, put it up there. Anyway, they also use journals and grimoires. Whether or not you write in it, up to you. I have a shit ton of journals. Doesn't mean I use any of them.
Right.
They're all very pretty. I don't want to mess them up. I didn't mind messing this one up because it was from work. I can get a shit ton of these. And they do a lot of energy work. So, vibes.
We just vibing.
We just vibing. Some other stuff, they're really big on experiments, which is just experiment to find what you resonate with, what works for you, what you can align yourself with. You've got to work at it because you're not tied to any one spiritual path. You've got to try them all and figure out what you like. So experiment. Be open. Literally, the next point is stay open.
Makes sense.
Release judgment, which I feel...
You feel judgment?
No. I was going to say, I feel like I'm really good at that one. Because, like, when it comes to, like, beliefs, I'm not judgmental at all. I'll be judgmental of you as a person. Mm-hmm. You acting a bitch, you a bitch. I don't feel like that's judgment. I feel like that's just me stating a fact. I feel like if you're staying factual, it's not judgment. It's just true.
I agree.
You know? So, like, on some levels, I'm like, I've gotten more judgmental as I've gotten older. But also, I'm like, I'm making judgments based on what you're showing to the world. So that's my truth.
Actions speak louder than words.
Yeah. And track your journey. So this is where your journals come into play. And that is it. It's very open to interpretation. Find what you like. Find what you don't like. Keep up with it. Experiment. Make your own path. No one can tell you what your path is going to look like. And that's with any of these types, but especially with ones like I'm going to go out on a limb and say that eclectic is very, very similar to chaos. It might have more structure, possibly.
Not really.
Honestly, eclectic might just be chaos with another name.
Practically.
Yeah. So, yeah.
Because it just takes a little bit of everything from everything.
Yeah.
I like it. I like it a lot.
Me too.
A lot, a lot.
A lot, a lot.
A lot, a lot. Literally. Are you going to eat your orange?
I'm going to do this while she's talking, because
Thank you.
apparently I'm offending her by not eating the orange.
I just feel that you need some vitamin D.
See?
Don't you get vitamin D from oranges?
You get vitamin C.
Oh, well, I feel like you need some vitamin C.
Oh, I definitely do.
Okay, then.
I do need
the issue
iron
here?
and vitamin D as well.
Well, what's the issue here? I'm just caring about your well-being.
Being very pushy.
Yeah. It's how I show.
Okay, well, we both know I have issues with authority.
I'm so dead. It's a death witches. Death
Ooh.
bitches.
Love a good Grim Reaper.
So hot.
Fuck me any day.
That's not period. We just absolutely love everything to do with some death witches. A death witch is a practitioner who works with energies of death, rebirth, and the spirit realm. So you're going to be really focused on like ancestor veneration, mediumship, and just kind of shadow work. That is going to be your main focuses in this practice. They embrace death as natural, empowering part of the life cycle, focusing on transitions and ancestral healing. A good job for a death witch is a death doula.
I've seen... Because before, like, this year, I didn't know that death doulas were a thing. But I found out that they're a thing because of the TV show The Pit. And I feel like that show does a really good job representing not only the medical field and, like, what emergency rooms and doctors and nurses go through, but just, like, different systems that we actually do have at our disposal. And one of those was a death doula. And it was pretty cool.
I like that.
Yeah. I mean, it was bleak as fuck, but...
I mean, it kind of has to be whenever dealing with death. Like, it doesn't have to be bleak, but...
Yeah, which is, like, honestly, like, kind of their whole job.
Yeah.
Because she explained it, because, I mean, even, like, some of the other, like, doctors and nurses were like, I have no idea.
Walking people through and holding their hand while they're dying.
Yeah, and, like, because her job, like, she basically, like, lived with this family, and she was preparing, like...
All of them.
Yeah.
Not just, like...
The person dying. It's the family, too.
Yes. She helps them with the grieving process and, like, everything.
Yeah. What it all looks like, what you're going to feel, you know, just all of it. And I thought it was really cool because, I mean, it is one of those things that we really don't think about. You know, not only are you as the person, like, if it's something that is like a terminal illness where you're living out as you're dying, your family is also living that out with you. So, I mean, they're also going to need help, like, figuring out the next steps of that.
I feel like a lot of people, this is a hot take, okay? A lot of people are selfish about death.
They are.
Like,
because humans are very selfish. Innately, we are very selfish. Yes. Everything is me, 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 me. Which is why we thrive in a consumerism society.
And that's all bad.
I digress. But yeah, I mean, you die and somebody else makes it about them. It's also the same with you're dying. Everything is about you. Whether you realize it or not, a lot of people, especially when they know that they're sick and dying, they use it to their advantage. I mean, think of, you know, I know, like, the whole wish thing is, like, not really you taking advantage of that. But they're literally like, you get one thing, what you want to do.
What you want to do.
What you want to do. And then you do it. You're like, I want to go see Robert Downey Jr. And they're like, fucking fine. Robert!
Are you talking about the Make-A-Wish kids?
Yeah.
I'm so dead.
Yeah, that.
I would use my Make-A-Wish to see Tom Holland.
Oh, I'm going big. I want the whole Marvel Cinematic Universe. I want to see every single fucking person in costume.
I want to get a kiss from Zendaya and Tom Holland. That's what I would want.
I don't think they can make that happen.
Ah, dude. I'd make it worth their time.
Jesus Christ. But yeah, no, what I was getting at there, not necessarily like make a wish, but I mean, when you're dying, when you're sick like that.
You're like, oh, you have to be nice to me because...
Yeah.
And it's like, no.
Like, you go to a store and they don't have what you want, and you're immediately like, I'm dying of cancer, and this is like the one thing that makes me happy. And what happens? People bend over backwards to get you what you want. Because we feel bad for you. I mean, honestly, as we should, you're dying. But still, you didn't have to tell people your life story.
Yeah.
Those people in that store didn't know you. Yeah.
But yeah, a good job for Death Witches is a death doula. Because they're there to accompany people in their...
journeys to death.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because let's be honest, it is a journey.
It is.
For some people, it is harder than for others.
Yeah. And, like, you don't ever know how you would feel or how you would react if you were in that person's shoes. So if they need a death doula, if they need somebody to help walk them through that, don't disparage them of that.
Exactly.
You don't know what you would feel. Because I can tell you this much, you would feel fucking terrified that your end is coming and you can see it.
So, one thing that just absolutely broke my heart. I was not sad whenever my 2 grandmas passed.
Right.
They were old.
Everyone dies. It's coming. Yeah.
They lived amazing lives. They were happy. Cool. My uncle, on the other hand, whenever he passed, oh my gosh, my Aunt Trina thought she was comforting us by telling us that he really did fight up to the end. He didn't want to leave so soon. That's not reassuring.
No.
That honestly just hurts so much more. Just being like, yeah, thanks for telling me he didn't want to die. He wasn't ready to die. And he felt that he had so much more to give.
And he fought tooth and nail to stay here.
Exactly. And he failed.
Yeah. I get, like, people, they do that because they do think it's reassuring. But I know, like, for me, in situations like that, because I personally, like, I struggle with religion. I struggle with the idea of God, especially in, like, Christian terms. Because it's like, okay, in that moment, you're telling me he fought because he didn't want to go, but that it was God's will for him to leave. Why would he make him leave if he didn't want to go? He's a just, loving God. And that's a good person. Mm-hmm. We need more good people in the world. Why is he calling him home early? It makes no sense. That's why the one scientist, Neil something. I mean, he said it the best. He said everyone believes that God is all knowing, all powerful, and all loving. And he was like, and you can look at the world and see that those 3 things cannot coexist in one God. Because you either have someone who is all-knowing and all-powerful, but he's doing nothing to stop our suffering. Or he's all-knowing and he's all-loving, but he doesn't have the power to stop what we're going through. But you cannot have all 3.
Period.
Yep.
But, kind of hated that.
Yeah.
That's not very comforting. That he tried so hard. But she told us, she was like, he really did try his hardest. And then she was like, whenever he was done fighting, he told her, he was like, I'm done. He's like, which I hate that.
Yeah, I mean, I
really wish we could have gotten a death doula for him. Because the doctors were saying that he was going to die. And he's like, well, what if we tried this? What if we tried that? And they're like, that's going to be a very temporary fix and it'll probably shorten what you already have. It's just very sad that he fought so hard to stay. And he felt that he had so much more to contribute to society. But he didn't get to. Like, he didn't want to die because he had regrets. Because he had unfinished business that he didn't get to do.
Yeah. Yes.
Key aspects and beliefs. Ancestor work and spirit communication. So, literally, they use a lot of divination through the spirits.
Okay.
Seances. Ouija boards.
Terrifying. That was like the one rule my mom had growing up. You never fuck with a Ouija board.
It is kind of creepy.
I think she says the reason that we have this rule is because she did when she was a kid with her cousins, and it caused a whole shitstorm.
Makes sense. And then, let's see. Transformation and shadow work. You're definitely going to be looking at the end and the beginning of new things. You're constantly evolving. The old you is dying and a new one is reborn. You're not going to be the same person you were 5 years ago. If you are, you've got other issues. But that's why I say, like, we're always changing. You're always learning, you're always growing. And that's one thing that's very important with death witches, is not killing your old self, but the death of your old self and the rebirth of a new, better self. Another thing is death positivity. We love some death positivity. There's no reason to be scared of death.
I mean, you can be scared of it. It's gonna hurt.
I mean, yeah. But that's not scared of death. That's scared of pain.
Am I gonna be aware that I'm dying?
I mean, I feel like that's more scared of pain. A lot of people just fear it because they don't know what's on the other side. Like, they fear death because they don't know.
I mean, no, that's fair.
And that's, yes, it is very fair.
Yeah.
But with me, I'm just like...
Because, I mean, like, in the sense of, like, dying. I mean, I agree with that. I'm not scared of it because I know it's inevitable. We're all gonna die. Exactly. There's no point in being scared of it.
Exactly.
But I am scared of, like, is it gonna hurt? Am I gonna see it coming? Can I just be asleep and then just be dead?
I feel like the more you fight it, the worse it's gonna be, though.
I don't...
Like, if death comes for me, I'm just gonna be like, alright, I'm not gonna be like, no!
I mean, I'm not necessarily gonna fight it, but, like, I just don't want it to hurt. You know, I don't want to see it coming. I don't want it to be like, you have cancer, chemo. You know, like, I don't want to get sicker and weaker over time. I don't want to be in pain. What?
There's a way you can keep that from happening.
Oh, yeah, no. I got you. I've already determined that if I lose my facilities, in any meaning of lose your facilities.
Oh yeah, if I can't take care of myself anymore.
I mean, if I can't remember my family, if I can't remember who I don't want to be
a burden on anyone.
I mean, and not only that, but, like, I think for me, because I am very, like, family and friend oriented, the people I have in my life are what keeps me going. If I can't remember any of that, what am I here for? You know?
Yourself.
That bitch can fuck off.
It's okay to be here for yourself.
No.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, I can tell you right now, in the unlikely event that something happens and all the people I care about get wiped out, you should be concerned.
That's fair. But death positivity is just focusing on the positive sides of death and kind of just coming to terms with it. Love. That's slag. And then another key aspect, necromancy and magic.
Okay.
And it's talking about ethical necromancy, not you're bringing back a dead body that doesn't want to be brought back. This isn't Frankenstein.
Okay, so what is ethical necromancy? How do you make this ethical? How do you know that that person wanted to be brought back?
So it's not exactly bringing people back. It's more with using, like, spiritual divination. Like...
talking to their ghost?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's not...
I mean, because I'm not going to be...
We're doing, like, bone readings.
I'm going to be so for real with you, okay? Because, like, do I believe in magic? Yes. I don't believe you can bring people back from the dead.
Yeah, no. I don't think we're there yet.
Yeah.
And I also am very much one of those people that just because you can doesn't mean you should.
Depending, yeah.
There's some things that just aren't right.
I mean, yeah. No, totally agree.
Okay, so to finish up on death witches, divination through the dead or, like, bone readings, stuff like that. Pendulums, like, you can use stuff like that. Close to an ancestor witch, they do deal with a lot of ancestry and just connecting with their past family members and learning how to break those family curses, even. Because there are quite a few people who do have family curses and just don't know it.
What up? I'd be knowing it, but...
Also, I found...
don't know how to break that shit.
I found a word that I didn't know before, but I love now.
Okay.
A psychopomp.
What is that?
One who guides souls to the afterlife.
Okay.
Is that not the coolest thing?
It's like Ghost Whisperer.
Exactly.
Fucking love that show. I wanted to be her. I was like, I'm gonna guide ghosts to the afterlife.
I'm so dead.
I'm gonna be Jennifer Love Hewitt.
Period.
Right. We love her.
Oh my gosh. And I got all that information from Black and the Moon. Okay. I actually had a resource this time.
Nice. I literally went into this and I was like, I will not use Patheos.
Because you always use them.
I always do. They're like the only ones that like show up for like literally everything.
It's because they're good.
Yes, they are. Which is why I've been so like, I'll just keep using them. But
exactly.
We did know, like, we picked up on it the last time where we were like, I use this for like everything. So I was like, I won't use them this time.
Understandable. We're going to find other resources.
Yes.
But
they are a pretty good resource.
Yes.
They have a lot, honestly. I think it's a good place to start for anyone.
Thank you for joining us, and as always, our brains are yours to pick.